Kimberly High School, site of tonight's big non-conference boys basketball matchup between top-ranked De Pere and Kimberly. How you doing, everybody? This is Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin. Also, the Post Crescent, another fantastic varsity game of the week. Prep basketball live stream coming up. Shifting over now to the boys side. We're kind of going back and forth. There's some great boys games, some great girls games. There's certainly not a shortage of fantastic high school basketball here in Northeast Wisconsin. We got another really good one tonight. A first look at both of these squads and our first look at the number one ranked team in Division I in the De Pere Redbirds. I'll talk about both teams in a minute. Not here tonight is Ricardo Arguello. He's a little tied up doing the Christmas or the holiday concert deal. He's being a dad, watching his son do the old holiday deal at Appleton East High School. So, Ricardo, I know you'll be checking in later tonight. But we got Jim Rosandick, Rosie. He's doing double duty. Not only is he manning the high-definition cameras, he's also going to help me out on the call tonight. Rosie, a busy night for the stream team, isn't it? First, we had our Packers show. Now we're here at Kimberly High School. This is going to be a good one, though. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time.
Yeah, this is we've had this one on our schedule for a while. Look to you knew going into it, De Pere was going to be good. It was just a matter of what the paper makers were going to bring to the table this year, and I think that it might have started a little bit slower, but they're slowly getting it together now. They had a big win over North.
Oshkosh North. Well, I'll talk about both teams. The reason why the game actually got off to a late start, I heard De Pere had a late arrival. I'm guessing that probably had something to do with road conditions. It's a little icy out there, and boy, with what sounds like it's coming up. I'm not sure if our Friday game of the week live stream is going to go off, but we'll talk about that as the stream goes on. But first, let's talk about both sides. We got our secret weapon here too, by the way. We can only call him Sam, right?
We do.
So
yeah,
we're not allowed to reveal his true identity. But good to have Sam here with us as well. But let's talk about both teams first. Let me start with Kimberly, the home Papermakers, 4-2 overall. Papermakers, like Rosie said, coming off that big 66-62 victory over then number 7 Oshkosh North on Friday, Fox Valley Association matchup right here at Kimberly. Seth Myron led the way with 25 points on 8 of 14 shooting. He also knocked down 4 of his 5 3-point attempts, added 3 rebounds. Bryson Veith also finished in double figures in scoring with 11 points. He hit 3 threes and tacked on 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Overall, Kimberly fantastic from 3-point range, 11 of 19. Jack Stotts knocked down a pair of triples, while Michael Asman and Carson Pendleton each hit 1 apiece. Thomas Myers finished with 8 assists and 7 rebounds in the win. On the season, Myron is the Papermakers' top scorer at 19 points per game. He's shooting 50% overall, 44% from distance, whereas 16 threes lead the team. Myers is next at 11 points per game. His 10 threes are second on the team. Asman third in scoring at 8.2 per game. Asman and Myers leading rebounders at 5.7 and 5.2 per game respectively. Myers 3.3 assists per game, tops in that category. As a team, Kimberly shooting 46% overall, 37% from three-point range, 65% from the free throw line. Opponents are shooting 40% overall and 27% from three. Papermakers also out-rebounding their opponents, 27.8 to 21.8 per game, also averaging 7.8 steals per game. And looking at the scoreboard, Kimberly averaging 59.7 points per game and allowing 54.8. As for the Redbirds, 5-0 overall. Redbirds ranked number 1 in Division I in this week's WisSports.net State Coaches Poll. They're coming off an 83-56 victory over Manitowoc on Friday in a Fox River Classic Conference game at De Pere. 4 players scored in double figures for De Pere. Will Hornseth paved the way with 24 points on 10 of 11 shooting. Also grabbed 9 rebounds, dished out 4 assists, and posted 3 blocks. Illinois State recruit John Kinziger, he was next with 19 points on 7 of 10 shooting. That included a 4 of 6 clip from three-point range. Kinziger added 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Price Gregory finished with 12 points, all from distance, where he was 4 of 6. Benjamin Willingans added 10 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Redbirds, hot night, shooting overall at 64%. They were 10 of 22 in threes and assisted on 25 of their 32 baskets. On the season, Kinziger, one of the top players in the state, he's the leading scorer at 22.2 points per game. He's shooting 66% overall, 50% from distance, whereas 14 threes lead the way, 94% from the free throw line. Hornseth is next at 16 points per game. He's shooting 73% overall. Zach Kinziger, John's brother, third at 14.4 points. He's shooting 45% overall. And Hogan Domofsky, fourth at 9.4 points. He's shooting 56% overall and from three-point range, where his 10 triples rank second on the team. I'll finish the De Pere notes here in a minute, but first, our national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to the Kimberly High School Fieldhouse on Jack Wippich Court for a non-conference varsity basketball contest featuring the visiting De Pere Redbirds and our own Kimberly Papermakers. At this time, would you please rise if you are able? Gentlemen, remove your hats. Retired active military personnel, please salute as we now honor the United States of America and those working to protect our freedom and our country with our national anthem. We encourage you to join in singing.
Hornseth to finish the De Pere notes, leading rebounder at an even 6 per game. John Kinziger is next at 5.6. Kinziger averaging a team-high 5.4 assists per game. As a team, De Pere shooting 56% overall, 40% from three-point range, 73% from the line. Opponents are shooting 37% overall, 38% from three-point land. De Pere also out-rebounding its opponents 27.6 to 19.4 per game and averaging 9.2 assists and 10.8 steals. And then looking at the scoreboard again, De Pere averaging 79.6 points per game and allowing 52.2. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. Varsity Game of the Week Prep Basketball live stream, first of 2 this week. We have another one, we think, on Friday night. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, hanging out with Jim Rosandick and Sam. Starting lineups for the top-ranked De Pere Redbirds: a 6-foot senior guard, number 1, John Kinziger; a 6'2" sophomore guard, number 4, Zach Kinziger; a 6'2" senior guard, number 10, Hogan Domofsky; 6'8" junior forward, number 13, Will Hornseth; and a 6'7" junior forward, number 32, Ben Willinghans. That's Kinziger again, Domofsky, Hornseth, and Willinghans for Brian Winchester's De Pere Redbirds. For the Kimberly Papermakers, a 6-foot junior guard, number 0, Bryson Veith; 6'5" senior forward, number 2, Seth Myron; 6'2" senior guard, number 3, Jack Stotts; 6'1" junior point guard, number 11, Thomas Myers; and a 6'7" senior forward, number 22, Michael Asman. That's Veith, Myron, Stotts, Myers, and Asman for John Murphy's Kimberly Papermakers. Thanks to our sponsors for Cellcom, last-minute holiday shopper, and I know you're out there. Hey, Cellcom has you covered. Finish up your gift giving and save $150 on all cameras, tablets, and smartwatches, or get a free smartwatch with a new smartphone line activation. Visit cellcom.com/holiday for more information. And Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Family owned for 20 years. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel. And spread the word about your organization. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or shoot them an email, Coonies, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. Thanks to Ryan McGinnis, the athletic director here, for not only allowing us to stream the game, but Rosie, he let us in a little bit early tonight to bring our equipment because we also had our Clubhouse Live show a little bit earlier tonight. So we're doing double duty and a bit ambitious, but we're here.
That's right. Actually, I got in this morning.
This morning, yes. So we appreciate Ryan for letting us kind of get some equipment here early so we could do the double duty and DePere with the basketball. But always good to work with Ryan McGinnis. So many fantastic athletic directors that we get to work with, and he's one of them for sure. So thanks again to Ryan and his crew for not only allowing you, Rosie, to get in here early, but then they were kind of looking out for us too to hustle us up. Felt like we were VIPs for a night.
It's kind of a cool feeling, actually.
But yeah, it was fun doing our Clubhouse Live show with Devondre Campbell, Packers linebacker. And we've done 2 live streams in a day before, but I don't know if we've ever gone back-to-back in different locations.
And we may have had a little bit more time before.
Here's a nice little jump shot by Zach Kinziger. Nice patience, Rosie, by the Redbirds, taking their time. Almost a turnover, but good hands by Hornseth in the post to control that entry pass and setting up Zach Kinziger for a nice pull-up jumper. 2-0 Redbirds with the lead. There's Jack Stotts trying to work inside, and good defense by number 32, Ben Willinghams. Seth Myron, a new number 2. Was number 5 last year. Good defense. Rosie, they come right up at you with the ball. No space.
No, there's nothing there.
Fantastic job by Brian Winchester. 16th season already with the Redbirds. And this is going to be a tough outcome tournament time. We'll talk about it. Almost made it to state last year, and most of these guys are back. Three-pointer, a little long. That was number 22, Michael Asman with the miss. Now the Redbirds on the run. Look at this reverse. No foul on Asman.
We had a good look at that 3 there, so that's stuff was opening up. But boy, you're right. The defense DePere puts out is quite suffocating. This is the front end.
Yeah, Will Hornseth, a 6'8" junior forward, misses the first. Just a junior, so Brian Winchester happy that he's going to have this kid back. 1 of 2, 3-0 early lead for the Redbirds. These two teams played last year at DePere. DePere won that game, but I believe that was a game. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks that are listening. I believe Jackson Pavletsky, the sensational paper maker last year, now at Wofford. I think he had 50 that night.
Wasn't that game at first snowed out and then you had to replay it, or was that a year before?
Don't recall. Nice job by John Kinziger. This team gets a lot of press and pub, obviously, for its ability to shoot the basketball. A lot of different ways they can hurt you, a lot of different players. But so far in the early stages of this one, I think I'm more impressed with how they're playing defensively. They're just, like you said, suffocating. There's just not a lot of space to operate, not a whole lot of ability to swing that ball around for clean looks. There's Stotts from the top looking to bury one. Ooh. Good look, just can't get the ball, and I think that's going to stay with the paper make. Nope, it's going to go with DePere. So 3-0 early lead for the Redbirds as we look at our Cellcom and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Looking at John Kinziger, as I said, Illinois State recruit, also had D1 scholarship offers from UW Green Bay and Toledo. 3-time All-FRCC first-teamer Hogan Domofsky buries a triple from the corner. That's what I'm talking about. That's already 3 different players in the scoring book for the Redbirds. Domofsky had a big game recently against Bayport in that big win that the Redbirds had. I think he knocked down a few threes and had 15 points. That's out of bounds off of Myron, and you can see the Redbirds really getting juice, Rosie, from their defense again.
Yeah, that was a really good play. Number 4, his name escapes me.
Zach Kinziger, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. He really made up a lot of, not a lot of ground, but he knew right where to be. Just fast.
Well, Willinghams with a nice little baby hook in the paint. Look at this, another player That's 4 different players who have scored already for the Redbirds. 8-0.
I mean,
great start if you're a De Pere fan.
It's like De Pere they have a hand on the ball at least every possession here.
Yeah, they're fighting through those screens really
Yeah.
fast, too. I mean, there's just not a lot of space. You think they're open on those screens, but they'll go over the top of them, fight through them, and making it very difficult for the Papermakers just to run any sort of offense to get any sort of rhythm right now.
And the Papermakers, they've had good looks, but it's almost like you get that ball, you got to shoot it right away.
Myron working on Zach Kinziger, but Zach not giving up too much there. The Pere students voicing their displeasure over the patience of the Papermakers offense. Instead, another turnover. Again, that defense stifling right now for the Redbirds.
I didn't think it was boring. I just thought it was good ball movement. But then again, my opinion may differ from De Pere's student section. So,
little high-low as Willingham's looking for Hornseth, and I think he stepped on the baseline. Wanted to finish that Kinziger, first-team All-FRC, three-time first-team All-FRCC player, entered tonight's game with 1,681 career points, averaging 20.3 points per game for his career. So probably a shot maybe to get 2,000 before it's all said and done. How about that? So you're doing something when you get 1,000.
yeah, if you get 2,000.
How about that, though? First teamer all 3 years, so coming in as a freshman. So obviously this program had him earmarked to be a fantastic player, and he's delivered. And there's a big three-pointer. That was Wilds. Nathan Wilds.
Oh, that was a good pass by Kinziger.
Hornseth now with 3. So looking at Nathan Wiles, a 6'5" junior forward for the Papermakers, coming off the bench and knocking down a triple.
I mean, do you have to do extra cardio to be able to play defense that close and that fast?
Well, I'm sure Coach Winchester works them hard, and the cardio. Zach Kinziger picking up the foul. They look like they enjoy playing defense. Sometimes teams are like, but they look like they get a lot of energy off of what they can do defensively.
That is impressive.
Guessing if you don't play hard on that end of the floor, you're not going to be playing much at all.
Yeah, you won't see the floor.
So all 5 of these guys and their bench too, all in on the defensive side so far has been very impressive. Just 1 bucket so far for the Papermakers. Again, coming off that big win against Oshkosh North. The Spartans ranked 7th in Division I last week, unranked this week. Wondering kind of, too, with the Papermakers, some of these guys, football players, of course, Seth Myron, who has the ball right now, the quarterback of the state champion Papermaker football team, how long it will take to get those basketball legs going. There's a pull-up from the free throw line. That was number 5, Mikey Wilds with the miss.
Another good look.
I got to think the Papermakers are getting their basketball legs under them, at least those who played football. Nice feed to Kinziger from Hornseth, and Kinziger slicing his way down the lane. He's got 4. And a 9-point lead for the Redbirds here. Again, this game got off to a late start. I was told that the De Pere buses were running a little bit late.
Nice.
Myron with a triple. No hesitation for Myron, his first bucket. A pair of triples for the Papermakers, and off the target there, and here come the Papermakers.
That's kind of what I thought that they might have to do. You just, no hesitation, just shoot it. Get it, shoot it. As long as you're open, of course.
Well, yeah, and
easier said than done, though.
See if Myron. Nice nice anticipation on that steal going up. He's fouled. That's number 33, Price Gregory, the 6'5" sophomore guard. Mikey Wilds called for that. And Gregory, if he can knock down a free throw too, he'll be the 5th Redbird already to score tonight, and misses the first. Hornseth, a Division I scholarships. He has D1 offers from UW Green Bay, Illinois State, St. Thomas, and Toledo. Zach Kinziger, D1 scholarship offer from UW Green Bay. So definitely a loaded roster. And at least here in the early stages of this game and this season, you can see why, Rosie, this team is highly regarded.
Yes, I'm beginning to understand that quite clearly now.
Myron going behind the back, tough shot, and nails. Wow. Little razzle-dazzle for Myron, who now has 5. He's been hot, heating up here. The quarterback, as I said, averaging 19 a game. And how about that? There's Gregory with a triple. The second three-pointer of the night for the Redbirds. And back up to an 8-point lead. Myron and Kinziger, that's a good matchup. And we're going to get a foul against DePere. So both teams with 2 fouls apiece. Willinghands picks up the foul. Yeah, DePere head coach Brian Winchester, 16th season, 280-96 record. He guided DePere to the Division I state runner-up in 2011. The Redbirds, Rosie, fell to Madison Memorial 80-78. That was a 3-overtime thriller that day. So they got a silver ball in their trophy case. Little hook shot, nice job in the paint by Nathan Wilds. Now Wilds with 5 points, and both teams shooting well to start. Good hand by Colin Wicker, number 25. Thought that might have been a turnover. Zach Kinziger, whoa, almost.
Good awareness.
Yeah, he hung in the air a long time.
Yeah.
He's triple teamed, and there's a turnover.
It's like one of those matrix moves. You just kind of hang in the air in slow motion.
Stotts blocked. That was Willinghands on the closeout. Stotts thought he was open, but again, showing that defense are the Redbirds. Nice closeout by Willinghands to force the block shot and the turnover. Is that Gregory again? This time he's going to miss. Domofsky racing and finally scooped up by Mikey Wilds, but again, that hustle. I'm doubting, Rosie, that the Redbirds lose too many of those 50-50 balls.
I think you're right on that one.
Myron going to try to back his way in. Tough shot blocked by Zach Kinziger. Good hustle, though. Papermakers keep it. They'll reset. Stotts in the paint. He was swatted down. Whew. I think that was Gregory, the 6'5" Gregory, getting in the paint and telling Stotts that he is not going to allow that shot to get up.
All he needs is the Kembe Mutombo finger, not in my house.
Boy, every shot, though, contested. Even some of those shots that Myron hit were in-your-face defense. Zach Kinziger, smooth player. Willinghands can't get it to fall. 6-point lead for the Redbirds. Over halfway through this opening half. Top-ranked DePere, 5-0 on the season. Myron going to let it fly, and he's hot. And we have a timeout for the Redbirds. They want to talk things over. Myron now with 8 points, a couple triples. And kind of, Rosie, the way this started, I think DePere led by as many as 8, but sort of weathering that storm are the Papermakers. And now down to just a one-possession game.
Yeah, it started a little bit rough, but kind of finding their way here.
Look at what DePere has done now. Last season, 25-3 overall, sensational season. Redbirds advanced to the D1 sectional final where they fell to Menominee Falls, 74-70. Menominee Falls was led by North Carolina recruit Seth Trimble. Figured De Pere was going to be highly touted again with so many players returning, and De Pere has won 12 of its past 13 games, 19 of its last 21 dating back to last season. Myron with the steal, one-on-one if he wants to go. Try to get it up and gets it to fall. Using those long arms for Myron, who has 10 of the Papermakers' 15 points. And looks like Bryson Veith, number 0, called for the kick as he's kind of jumping up and down in front of Hogan Domofsky. So a little bit of a run here for the Papermakers. Tough take by Kinzinger. He's fouled. Boy, working that baseline, showing no fear. Mikey Wilds now picks up his second.
And he's so quick to get there, too.
Yeah, he's both Kinzingers, smooth player, smooth team. Looking at Domofsky, smooth with the basketball, even the bigs.
It's like you got a couple of Cadillacs in the garage or something, you know, smooth.
First point of the night for John Kinzinger. And, you know, a kid who's, what did I have him for? Three-point free throw shooting. 94% coming into this game, Rosie, from the line. So you know he's going to knock those down.
Oh, man.
Hey, you love it, right? That's when you get 3 points. There's a little hesitation off the glass. No good for Myron. Claps his hands. He thought he should have nailed that one. And there's Kinzinger. Kicks it out to his brother, Zach. And Rainbows one. Look at John. John Kinzinger just went up to the sky and pulled that one down. And the Illinois State recruit going from one Redbirds to the other, showing his athleticism on that offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity for De Pere on a 4-0 run. That'll be a travel. Oh, nice. Beautiful ball movement. And how about that with the two-handed slam is Hornseth. He's got 5, and that was beautiful offense, Rosie.
Woo.
That ball just never stopped.
Honey hush.
And Hornseth with just a nice little footwork, really no hesitation, and just slammed it down with 2 hands. 6-0 run for De Pere. Look at this take, and nice finish. That's number 35, nice. Carson Pendleton, his first bucket of the night. Lane opened up wide open, and Pendleton uncontested. And look at Kinzinger with the finish.
It's a little Euro step in there, too.
6 points for Kinzinger. Willingham's, that's going to be his second. Both teams 3 fouls apiece. Quick moving first half. 5:29 to go as we look at our Cellcom and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Nice crowd here tonight. Pre-holiday crowd. Pre-blizzard crowd, Rosie.
Yeah.
Great. All this
blizzard.
Blizzard talk is getting me usually gets me hungry, but in this case, it's getting me quite nervous.
I don't mind a white Christmas, a blizzard Christmas. I don't know.
I know. I got family coming to town soon, and I really don't feel like wrestling with a snowblower.
No, I agree.
Like once winter came, it came. Reverse finish for Myron. 12 points for Myron. And a nice baseline finish for the senior. like they're going to get Domofsky for the foul, his first. Good non-conference game. I like the fact that these two teams are playing.
Yeah, you had two good conferences.
Easy trip down 41. Doesn't take long to get here from De Pere. Kind of seeing that a little bit more now in football, right? We actually streamed Nina at De Pere to open up our football live streams back in August. Seen the FRCC and the FVA taking each other on. That's good.
Yeah, I kind of like that because I'm kind of hoping that you could build some rivalries through that. That would be nice to see.
Kind of saw it in girls basketball. That was our first stream of the season when Bayport and Kaukauna girls played each other at Kaukauna. Wow, stops with the steal, and he's going to go up uncontested. No, look at Kinziger racing down. Are we sure Kinziger is in the right sport? He looks like a sprinter out there.
I was going to say, that's what you call closing speed.
Wow. I thought Stotts had an easy layup. John Kinziger just came flying and darn near blocked that. 3-point opportunity missed there. That was Gregory. Just a 3-point game here, under 4 minutes to play. You can hear John Murphy, the head coach at Kimberly, saying, move, move. Myron going to let it fly from the wing, rims out. Looked pretty good off his hands from our vantage point. Good look. And John Kinziger with the basketball. Good find from his brother. Oh, was that blocked? I couldn't tell if that was number 22, Michael Asman, the 6'7" senior forward. Did he get a hand on the ball? That was a beautiful feed from Zach to John Kinziger, but couldn't tell. I thought John was going to lay that in pretty easily, but I think maybe Asman got a hand on the ball.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Stotts trying to back his way in. Kicks it out. Now Myron has it. And Kimberly moving. That sets up a 3-point opportunity from Myron. You can't let him be alone, can you? And look at this. We're tied up. Great ball movement on this end by the Papermakers. Myron now with 15 of the Papermakers' 24 points. Red hot tonight.
He's got a brand new ball game.
His third triple. And now we're kind of raving about that De Pere defense. Kimberly's defense has really been locked down now here the second part of this half. Little baby hook by Asman. Good look. Just couldn't get it to fall. Nice defense. And, yeah, we got a game here. De Pere led by as many as 8 points. I think they started out 8-0 and then had an 8-point lead a little bit later in the half. Came out red hot, both ends. Kimberly doing a nice job settling in offensively and locking down here defensively. As Hornseth now goes up, and he'll get the foul and the basket. Hornseth now with 7 points. Strong take.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he wasn't going to be denied on that one.
Asman now with 2 fouls. So Mikey Wilds and Asman 2 fouls apiece for the Papermakers. And Hornseth now looking to complete the 3-point play. As I said, Hornseth with 7 points, 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line tonight. And that one rolls through, make it 8 points and a 3-point lead for the Redbirds. 1:45 to go, and Kimberly, Rosie, we've seen some patience. You know what I'm going to ask. Do they try to run some clock here, and can you hold for a last shot? Probably way too early, isn't it?
I think so. And
especially
against
with
this
that defense,
yeah, it's well.
High off the glass, good feed. Nathan Wilds with a nice bucket inside. Now he's got 7. And a good job, kind of just good fundamental basketball. A little shot fake. Watch out, Hornseth, he's fouled. Carson Pendleton with the foul, so that sends Hornseth back to the line where he's 2 of 3, 8 points so far on the night.
DePere's really good at those just lightning fast passes into the lane.
Yeah. And also so far tonight, very good at the free throw line too. Good shooting team just in general. Like to see it.
I was going to say.
Like to see it.
Some of your favorite kind of shooting there.
You know what? If you're gonna give you a free opportunity for some points, you got to knock them down, right?
Yeah, you betcha.
Watch out. Oh. There's some miscommunication there. Big turnover with 1:02 to go, and a chance for DePere to build on this 3-point lead before the teams head into the locker room. Good game here, non-conference game. December game. I'll have to talk about DePere's non-conference schedule. They got a doozy. Zach Kinziger, he goes hard to the rim, and he's fouled. Kind of seeing DePere, Rosie, attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line now. As Myers picks up the foul. Zach Kinziger has 4 points on the night. First trip to the free throw line, but attacking the rim and now getting some opportunities to hit some free throws. And Zach misses the first.
Well, now you got under a minute. You got 51.7 left. If you're Kimberly, do you hold for the last shot?
I think you try, right? I don't know if I want this DePere team to get another crack offensively.
Yeah.
5 points for Zach Kinziger, 4-point lead for the Redbirds.
Only 4 points, so maybe you can hold for a last shot here. Bring it at least within 2, maybe 1.
Little left-handed hook shot again. A good look by Nathan Wild, a 6'5" junior. Look at how quickly Tomovsky's down the floor. And where's that going to go? Going to the Papermakers. Wow, looked like some contact under the rim.
That's what I thought initially, and then it looked like the ball went off Tomovsky's leg.
Pere can play all styles, can't they? They'll play in the half court. They'll run half court, but boy, they can get out in transition fast. A lot of sprinters on this team.
That was a laser pass down the court.
5 seconds to go. Tough defense by Zach Kinziger. 2 seconds. Somebody's got to shoot it. Long three by Stocks and can't get it to fall. And a fun first half comes to a close. Halftime here at Jack Wippich Court, Kimberly High School. Quick look at our Cellcom and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard shows the Redbirds on top of the Papermakers, 30-26. We'll talk a little bit more about tonight's game and what we have coming up digitally at USA Today Network Wisconsin after this short break.
From the top of the 222 building on College Avenue in downtown Appleton, it's Varsity Roundtable. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ricardo Arguello.
Welcome back to Jack Wippich Court, Kimberly High School. Rosie, they honored my request.
They did?
Giving me a little Fleetwood Mac at halftime here. I love it.
In honor of Christy McPhee.
Yep. It was a good tune, too. This makes everybody want to dance, even though you don't want to see me dance, right?
It does, yeah. How is everybody still in their seats? What the heck?
Well, it's good to be back here. Both teams in the locker room, 30-26. De Pere with the lead over Kimberly as we look at our Cellcom and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Finish up your gift giving and save $150 on all cameras, tablets, and smartwatches. Or get a free smartwatch with a new smartphone line activation. Visit cellcom.com/holiday for more information. Don't want to forget about Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at Cooney's, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. Finally, USA Today Sports Plus. That is the new sports app that puts the fans first. Get the latest scores, stats, and standings and enjoy interactive experiences with our award-winning sports writers. Download USA Today Sports Plus from the Apple or Google Play stores today. USA Today Sports Plus, fan harder. Busy day for us, the stream team. As I mentioned earlier tonight, we were at the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar inside the Hilton Appleton Paper Valley Hotel. It was our weekly Clubhouse Live Packers show with linebacker Devondre Campbell. And normally it's Monday nights at 6:30, but tonight, because of the Monday night game last night, we moved it to Tuesday and moved it up an hour for a couple reasons. Number one, we wanted to keep this game on the schedule for our game of the week. But number two, Rosie, Devondre's got to get back, and he's got to get back to bed because they have an early morning practice on Wednesday. Normally the players' day off on Tuesday, so when they come on Monday, it's a little bit, they don't have to hurry up and get home. So I just wanted him to get back. They have a big game coming up on Christmas Day on Sunday against the Dolphins as the Packers look to keep their playoff hopes alive. We gave away a set of Packers-Vikings tickets to the January 1st game at Lambeau. Our next show will be January 2nd at the Paper Valley Hotel. Devondre Campbell will be back. Sounds like he's got a pretty big guest, a big name coming for that as well. Go to Clubhouse Live or Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Give us a like. You'll see who Devondre will bring. No show next week because of Christmas. That's December 26th. Thought we'd give ourselves a week off since there's so close to the holiday and there's a lot of family hustle and bustle going on, so we'll be back at it January 2nd. We're going to give away Packers-Lions tickets in that one. So definitely check it out. 6:30 is the start time for that. Doors open at 4. Admission is free. And get a chance to hang out with Devondre Campbell. Cool dude and some fun conversation tonight with Devondre. And you can watch it on any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites, clubhouselive.com, packersnews.com. Just a USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. A whole bunch of ways to find the show. After the new year, we're going to get back at it with a Varsity Roundtable. That's the Fox Valley's live weekly look at the prep sports scene around here. Ricardo Arguello hosts it. Rosie and I are part of the show as well. That'll take place Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We'll get going probably, was that be January 4th, I think. So take a little bit of a breather and get through all the holiday fun and start it fresh at the new year. And then our next Varsity Game of the Week live stream right now, we're planning on a big girls game. Neenah and Hortonville, Friday night at Hortonville. Rockets ranked number 2 in the state in Division I, Hortonville number 6. Of course, Neenah led by UConn recruit Allie Zabel, one of the top players in the country. But we don't know. This big weather, this Mother Nature's not playing nice. So I'm kind of thinking that game's going to get called. It sounds like it's not necessarily the snow, but the blowing conditions, which you don't need a whole lot of snow to make it treacherous travel. But anyway, if it all goes as planned, we'll be back at it Friday night. That's a big girls matchup in the Fox Valley Association. Live coverage will tip off at approximately 7:15 p.m. And you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. And Rosie, I know you got you and Ricardo have been working on Fab 5 stuff, right? Fab 5 boys and girls basketball teams?
Yeah. Just kind of let the teaser for the girls' side out when we ran a teaser of it at half there. So getting that close to being done, and then we'll get the boys ready after that. And should hopefully all goes well. We should have those out the week after the holidays.
Good. Looking forward to that. Of course, that's Ricardo's Fab 5 boys and girls basketball teams. You have to be all seniors, right?
Yep.
And they are from the Green Bay, Appleton, Fond du Lac, Oshkosh markets, so Highway 4, I-41, I should say, from those markets. Just the top players that he deems coming into the season. So definitely check that out here soon on all of our I-41 websites, greenbaypressgazette.com, postcrescent.com, thenorthwestern.com, and fdlreporter.com. First half scoring for the Papermakers. Myron actually leading all scorers with 15 points. Stotts has 2. Nathan Wilds has 7, and Pendleton with 2. For the Redbirds, John Kinziger with 6, Zach Kinziger with 5, Domofsky with 3, Hornseth with 10, Willinghans with 2, and Gregory with 4. Be an interesting second half of basketball. De Pere started out strong, building as much as an 8-point lead on a couple of occasions, but the Papermakers battling back thanks in large part to the shooting of Seth Myron. Myron with 3 triples, Kimberly with 4 triples in that first half. Looking at the Redbirds, a pair of triples, Domofsky and Gregory. And Nathan Wilds, the other one, with a 3-pointer for the Papermakers. Both teams heading out onto the floor. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm supposed to go over to Hortonville tomorrow for a live stream check. I feel like I should at least check with the athletic director. You still thinking we're going to do this game? How soon do you pull the plug on that? I suppose they got to wait a little bit. Doesn't hurt just for future reference, I guess, to go over there and.
What do they call it over there? The Ville.
Yep, that's a good game though. We saw a good game last Friday. That was Kaukauna taking down Hortonville. Boy, the Kaukauna girls. That is a dynamite team. Athletic, young. They're going to be. They're the real deal. I mean, that Alexa Kinnis and Alana Zarnicki and Taryn Christopher, Savannah Robinson. Leaving some kids out, but geez, Joe Russum has quite the team there. Of course, AC Clothier, first-year head coach on the Hortonville girls side, and they're going to be dynamite. And
what does he call that offense? Blink and you miss it, or something to that extent?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
And of course, the Nina Rockets with Allie Zabel and Sammy Buss and all those players as well, Ava Cook. So it's going to be a fun race on the FVA girls side, fun race on the FVA boys side, fun race in the FRCC. I'm sure De Pere and you got Notre Dame on. Look at that. Zach Kinziger reading that right off the bat and gets it to fall. Tough acrobatic finish. And what a start, getting the steal and then the bucket to open it up. So quick as Zach Kinziger. Man. And then That's a strong finish to go up, and then it's going to change your shot as you're going up. Myron trying to back down, and they'll kick it back out. Good defense by the Redbirds. I think Myron was thinking he might have had an opportunity. That's blocked, though.
Wow.
That was Ben Willinghans with the block. And wow. The referee saying it was all ball. I think Hogan Domofsky's saying, I don't agree with that. Official right there, though, on the baseline.
He has a much better viewpoint than I do, so I'm not even going to attempt to comment.
Good game for both teams as far as, just it helps you, right? Even whoever even loses this game, it's not a killer loss. You're just going to get better playing competition like this.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh,
nice little, little reverse pivot. And Asman, his first bucket of the game, a nice finish off the glass. Oh, nice. Coming off the screen is Hornseth. Beautifully run. What I like about Hornseth's game, Rosie, he keeps that ball high. Never brings that down for a big, right? Keeps that high, those long arms, and makes it pretty tough to block that shot. Hornseth now with 12.
He's quick for a big guy, too.
Yeah, good footwork. You can see why he's a Division I prospect. Three-pointer is no good, and offensive rebound. That was number 12, Nathan Wilds, with the shot, but we're going to get to Pere on the foul. That's Willingham's. Now that's his third. And Brian Winchester going to keep Willingham's out there. Let Willingham's play with those 3 fouls. Myron working on Kinziger. That's a good matchup. Thomas Myers now swings it back to the wing. Tough baseline drive and finish. No, that was a good move by Nathan Wild. Just couldn't get it to fall, but takes it from the wing, works that baseline. Tries to go a little reverse action, can't get it to fall, but the look was there. And there's Hornseth again on the block. Tough take, and he's fouled going back to the line. He's a load in underneath.
Slapping the ball. He wanted that basket.
Nathan Wilds picks up his first, so Hornseth, he is 4 or 5 so far from the free throw line. 12 points tonight, and gets that one to fall. That one's going to be short. That was, yep. That'll be Kimberly's ball. Yeah, looking at De Pere, talking about like this game, but a difficult non-conference slate still awaits the Redbirds. They have games against Brookfield East, Wisconsin Lutheran, Rosie, number 1 in Division II. We saw the Vikings take apart Neenah a couple weeks ago. And Pewaukee, number 4 in Division II, are on the schedule. Pewaukee, of course, has won the past 2 Division II state championships, loaded once again. Pirates led by 6'8" Iowa State recruits. Milan Momcilovic, and of course 6'3" junior Nick Janowski, number of D1 offers. Look at Kinzinger going up. That's John, and he'll go to the line. Janowski is a lefty for Pewaukee. He's been out so far this season with an injury. Of course, Wisconsin Lutheran led by 6'6" junior Con Knippel.
That should be a good game between these two.
Number of D1 offers. We streamed that Lutheran game against Neenah, where the Vikings really took apart the Rockets 87-48. Vikings, an impressive all-around roster, exceptional backcourt tandem in Landon Key and Jameer Allen. So, yeah, that's going to be a good game. Another turnover. Watch out. John Kinziger, you're not going to chase him down, are you? Smooth up to the rim, and now the Redbirds kind of exerting their will, imposing their will, getting some turnovers. And look at this, Rosie, an 11-point lead. They wear you down. They just wear you down. On this end.
Yeah.
Just they don't stop, and they hurt you in so many different ways. Nice finish, though, by Nathan Wilds, who's got 9, and that was a big bucket for Kimberly. They wear you down defensively, and then they do a great job of breaking you down offensively. I mean, so much skill on the offensive end. Now watch how they just spread the floor, constant movement, great screening. Strong with the ball. There's Zach Kinziger, rainbows one, can't get it to fall. And Myron with the rebound. Three-pointer, no good. That was number 22, Michael Asman. Good look from the wing. And Zach Kinziger now with the basketball. A little nice bounce pass to Hornseth off the glass. And a good finish. Nice little two-man game between Zach and Will Hornseth.
One of those quick passes in the lane again.
Nice little bounce pass too, right?
Yeah.
Good hands to control that. Myron now has it. He's tripped.
Now, it hasn't been often, but I've noticed a few times that Tapir might be playing up a little bit, and there's been an opportunity for Kimberly to slip around the back there under the basket. Yeah. Hasn't happened often.
I was going to say that they're pretty sound defensively.
Yes,
I don't know if they overplay defensively. They'll get in on you. But yeah, I mean, you're always going to have some back door opportunities. But generally speaking, they
just
hold
stick
their
to you. Yeah.
they'll play the gaps well, and they just don't give you much space to breathe. Little up and under move, but Hornseth blocks that one, and that's going to go to DePere. Looking at John Murphy down there in his second season with the Papermakers, head coach, Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Of course, we all know about the tremendous success at Seymour, right, Rosie?
Oh, yeah.
Guided the Thunder to 3 state championships and 12 state tournament appearances over his 33 seasons. One of just 8 coaches in state history with at least 600 coaching victories. Oh, and how about that? Gregory, his second triple of the night. And a 14-point lead, the largest. Remember, this was a 30-26 game at the half with DePere leading, and now a 14-point lead. Myron loses it, but picked up by Mikey Wiles, and a timeout. I think that's a good timeout by John Murphy. Didn't like how that was going, or nor does he like how this stretch is going for the Papermakers. He's going to burn a full timeout. Gives me an opportunity to promote our digital subscription to the Post-Crescent, Green Bay Press-Gazette, all of our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites for the next 6 months. You can get all the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1. That includes full access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every day, exclusive subscriber newsletters, full access to national reporting with the USA Today Sports Plus app. The e-edition, a digital replica of the print edition, is also included. Learn more details and sign up for that digital subscription. Again, 6 months for $1. You can go to postcrescent.com/subscribe or greenbaypressgazette.com/subscribe. That's the only way you can get premium content. And Ricardo, if you're a prep sports fan, Scott Venti, same with the Press Gazette, a lot of premium content, and the only way you get that is with a digital subscription. If you're a prep sports fan, that 6-month $1 deal will take you all the way through the spring season as well, or mostly through the spring season. So sign up, check us out, and believe it or not, that $1 goes a long way in helping us continue to produce these Varsity Game of the Week live streams.
Everything he said is true. Everything.
I'm trying.
Hey, doing a great
I'm
job.
not much of a salesman, but that's a great deal. How do you go wrong? It's $1 for 6
$1.
months.
You pay more for a soda, a candy bar.
All the folks listening right now, you sign up, we get about 1,000 digital subscriptions right there.
Yeah. Maybe not a bag of popcorn at the ball game, but at the high school level. But
Yeah, I don't know what popcorn costs here. Oh, no shot. Good take by Carson Pendleton, the 6'2" junior guard, fouled before the shot. Yeah, good hands by John Kinziger. Is one-on-one with the Seth Myron. Myron disgusted, I think, mad at himself, but that was really good defense. Quick hands. Boy, Illinois State getting a good player.
Yeah, they are.
It'd be fun to kind of watch at that next level. Coach Winchester saying, hey, not so fast, though. I still got him for a few more months.
That's right.
Hogan Domofsky now kicks it out. Ethan Ramos had it, number 24, and a fight for the ball, and that's going to go to the pier. Domofsky, thought he was going to let it fly. He's a good shooter. He does a good job, though. He doesn't force the shot, picks his spots. Nice player for the Redbirds. Look at Kinziger, though, going to work. Tough off the glass. Can't get it to fall. It's halfway down. Mikey Wilds with the basketball.
He gets such elevation when he jumps.
Veith with the travel call. Yeah, he's got springs in his legs, doesn't he?
Yeah. He gets so high and then he is just not afraid to go into the trees and take them on.
A little high-low. Nice job by Wilds to knock it away. Now we got a loose ball, and everybody's diving for it. Still loose, and who's going to pick it up? That's finally Price Gregory with it, and here come the Redbirds.
That's something you see in basketball follies or something like that. Am I dating myself with those old references like that?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You even got me confused. Like, what?
You know,
You're older than me.
It's like the blooper reels or the fun stuff that happens.
Kinziger, nothing but net. Looked good off of his hand. Beautiful shot. He's got 13 on the night, and look at this. A 17-point lead. Again, that defense right now, the Redbirds locking down Kimberly, and then good patience by the Redbirds on the offensive end, and it was a beautiful shot by Kinziger. Beautiful pull-up jumper by Mikey Wilds.
Is it me, or is DePere's defense even more locked down than it was in the first half?
Yeah, looks pretty more locked down as Myron just kind of watching him sort of nursing a little bit of an ankle sprain, but I think he's all right. Gregory called for the foul. 15-point advantage for the Redbirds. What else that stands out, one more thing that stands out when it comes to DePere, you can tell they played together for a while. Very veteran team, right? And they just look very comfortable with each other. Tough shot. Myron can't get it to fall. But just very smooth and very comfortable in playing with each other. And you just watch it on the offensive side here right now. Just patience, moving without the basketball, trusting each other.
Yeah, it's those little extra nuances from playing together that.
Right, exactly. Well put. Just they know what they're going to do. And there's a little Hornseth, about a 10-footer or so in the lane. Easy shot for Hornseth, and he's got 17. Coming off the curl, nice finish. Good feed and a nice finish by Pendleton. He's got 4.
Oh, jeez.
Domofsky, nice little hesitation. Got, I think that was, Pendleton in the air. So Domofsky going to the line. Domofsky with a three-pointer in the first half. Knocks that one down. Good little hesitation. Get the defender in the air, Rosie, and get 2 free throws where, of course, the Redbirds pretty much knock everything down from the line.
Yeah, they don't miss much from the free throw line, which really, you figure it helps so much during games. I mean, it's stating the obvious, but
I got him as 13 for 17 from the stripe, so we've already gotten to the line. Look at Kinziger. Jeez. Wow. Smooth as can be. And again, Rosie. Oop. Oop. Selcom and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard, 53-34, a commanding 19-point lead for the Redbirds. Remember, there's a 4-point advantage at the half, and just kind of really methodically just really put the squeeze on. And look at that. Oh, I thought that was in for, look at Kinziger following his shot. That's Zach Kinziger. just really putting the squeeze on, right? I mean,
Yeah.
as I said, relentless on this end and just so patient and skilled. Look at that steal again. Another turnover. Zach Kinziger can't get it to fall. He's fouled. That's got to be getting frustrating if you're a Kimberly player on the floor. I mean, how many steals have we seen tonight?
A lot.
Kinzigers are, both of them, quick as can be. One of two for Zach. He's got 10 now on the night. .22 lead, Rosie. Wow. Tough take for Carson Pendleton. He's fouled. And Willinghans now picks up his fourth. So he'll sit down for a bit here with 6:14 to play. Pendleton at the line. Misses his first free throw attempt of the night. Pendleton now with 5-3 this half. Yeah, last year Kimberly, they advanced to the sectional semifinal round. As Hornseth now with another bucket. Can't even put your head down.
No.
Get down the floor quick.
No.
Stotts goes up, kind of lost control of the ball, I think, as he was going up. Yeah, with the Papermakers sectional semifinals last year and fell to Nina. Remember that shot by the three-point game winner by Chevalier Emery Jr. at the buzzer. There's Zach Kinziger. Man, he's got 13. And this one has gotten out of control. It was a close game at the half.
Yeah.
Looked like we were going to be in for a pretty good battle here the second half, but another turnover. That defense. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
I want to say it's almost like the Wisconsin Lutheran Nina game, where they just, even though they were ahead, they just kept coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, that last year's team for Kimberly, 18-9, led by FBA Player of the Year Jackson Pawelecki, averaged 30 points per game. Pawelecki now in his first year collegiately at Wofford. He actually entered today's action second on the team and scoring at 15.3 points per game as a true freshman.
I can see that.
Yeah, he was shooting 56% for the Terriers, 52% from three-point range. He'd also started all 12 games. Wofford was scheduled to take on Texas A&M this afternoon. Kimberly's most recent march to the state tournament, that was just 2 seasons ago when it finished as the Division I state runner-up under head coach Lucky Wirtz. Papermakers have won 2 state championships, back-to-back titles in Division II in 1994-95. Those squads were coached by WBCA Hall of Famer John Myron, currently the head coach at Freedom. .31-35, all De Pere here in this second half. As we look at our Cellcom and Cooney's embroidery and sportswear scoreboard, Redbirds showing why they are the number 1 ranked team in the state, coming in ranked number 1. I believe they spent many weeks last year, Rosie, ranked number 1 as well.
Yeah, most of the guys are same guys from last year.
Quite a few guys back, so that's why when you watch this team, you can just see they're so used to playing with each other.
It's almost reminiscent of those old the point team with
Spash, yeah.
The Spash team.
Yeah, those teams were so they grew up kind of playing together.
Yeah.
And a dynamite squad. Yeah, Trev Anderson, the Hauser brothers, Sam, now with the Boston Celtics, and Joey Hauser still at Michigan State. They win 3 straight state titles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful pass. Bounce pass from John Kinziger to Will Hornseth. You know, he just breaks you down. Both of these guards just break you down. Hogan Domofsky, the same thing. He can break you down. The defense has to declare, and then just a little bounce pass to Hornseth. A couple slam dunks now for the 6'8" junior forward. Bryson Veith going to the line, looking for his first points of the night. Seth Myron getting ready to check back into the game now. Interesting about Seth is he had 15 first half points, knocked down 3 threes, nothing this second half.
Wow.
So obviously a point of emphasis in the locker room to make sure that kind of try to stymie him a little bit.
I would say mission accomplished on that one.
Three-pointer from the corner. That was a good look. What do we got here? I think that was Colin Wicker, I believe, with a three-point attempt. And DePere whistled for the foul. DePere fans don't like that in front of us. Looks like Ramos will pick up his third, but that's a 17 foul, so 1-and-1 coming up. Sam Dudek, number 33, a 6'2" junior guard at the line. Dudek looking for his first points of the night. Nothing but net there. Again, we'll be back at it Friday night. That's at least the plan for a great girls matchup. Nina, number 2, Hortonville, number 6. That's going to be in Hortonville. Live coverage will tip off at approximately 7:15 p.m., but we're going to keep an eye on the weather. If that game is postponed, then we won't be back at it, Rosie, right till after the new year, because we have nothing scheduled next week with it being in between the Christmas season and New Year's. A lot of holiday tournaments going on, but not a whole lot going on around here, so we'll shut it down for a bit. It's already our 5th basketball game of the season. We did 15 football games. Great football season. That was fun. Look at Kinziger again. Nothing but net. He splashes that one down. That's Zach Kinziger. That's his second triple this half and game. He's got 16.
Oh, nice move.
And there's Kinziger to Kinziger. Talk about used to playing with each other,
I was
right?
going to say, they haven't practiced that one in the backyard or
sure.
in the driveway at all.
A lot of driveway basketball between the Kinziger brothers, I'm sure. I wonder who wins in a game of one-on-one, because they're two excellent players. And there's, that one rims down. I was ready to call it. Good offensive rebound. Oh, watch out. Hornseth, a step-through slam. Get out of his way, Rosie.
Yeah, you kind of saw that one coming right from the get-go.
I bet you his eyes were as wide as could be when he saw that. 3 slam dunks I've got for Hornseth. And he's got 22 points on the night. And looks like DePere going to empty its bench at 30-point lead. This was a 4-point game at the half.
What in the heck happened?
Yeah, it was 30-26. The Papermakers have been held at just 12 second-half points.
I'm telling you, take at the score for what Kimberly scored a little bit ago when they were at 36. I'm like, are you serious? Only 36 points?
Their anticipation defensively is phenomenal. I mean, they, again, pressure, force passes that you don't want to make, and then you just saw it there. John Kinziger almost read it and could have had another steal. I don't have the all of the stats in front of me, but there are tons of steals.
Yeah.
The Redbirds have forced tonight, and
it's almost like they know the playbook or something. Wow!
I'm telling you, for as good as they are offensively, I'm more impressed with how they play defensively.
Yeah. And I guess whatever miscues that they made in the first half definitely got remedied for the second half. They made the necessary adjustments, I would think, to even become more locked down in the second half. Wow.
If you would have told me at halftime that this would be a 30-point game in the second half, I would have said you're crazy.
Yeah. Did not expect this in the second half.
Yeah, De Pere flexing its muscles big time tonight, and an impressive victory. Good luck trying to take this team out. See how it all goes. Still very early in the season, of course. But that's a good-looking squad with a lot of pieces, a lot of players that can hurt you. Aaron Cullen, sophomore point guard. It must be Troy Cullen's son, I'm guessing. Troy Cullen, the longtime head girls basketball coach, resigned or stepped down, I should say. Kind of retired, you could say, I guess. A long run. Heck of a run for Troy. Excellent coach, excellent program on the girls' side for many, many years. Tough little left hand by Cullen. Block.
Oh.
I think that was Cullen out with the block.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting watching like when De Pere takes on Wisconsin Lutheran and Pewaukee. Now, again, those are Division II teams, so they're not going to have to necessarily, or they won't have to face them at all in the postseason, but that's still a good measuring stick because those are two gold standards as far as just overall who's the best overall team in the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're pretty much taking your pick at 1 or 2 there, aren't you?
Well, we were impressed with Wisconsin Lutheran. I mean, it wasn't just Con Knipple. He's just a piece of the puzzle. Again, their backcourt was sensational, but good-looking team. That's going to be very interesting when these two teams play. De Pere and Wisconsin Lutheran, of course. Pewaukee back-to-back Division II state champs with all of their firepower. That's going to be interesting as well. Have to check out the streams of those at some point. I think Pewaukee, I want to say they come to De Pere. I'm going to get to De Pere's schedule out. De Pere, they host Pewaukee on February 11th. Bucket by number 12, Noah Fisher. And at Wisconsin Lutheran, that game will be January 14th down actually at Wisconsin Lutheran College. And another victory in the books for the Redbirds. Awfully impressive here tonight. 70-42. Redbirds taking apart the Papermakers in this non-conference battle. Well, Rosie, what do you think?
Well, I would say De Pere is most definitely, as advertised, very good. I mean, whatever. Kimberly made it a game in the first half, but
tied at 1 point late.
Yeah. And they went on that 4-0 run at the end there, but whatever adjustments that they made at halftime were exactly what they needed to do because they held Kimberly to 16 points?
Yeah, right. It was 30-26 at the half.
Yeah. Wow, I mean that is impressive, and they never let up. I mean they played full on for 2 halves, and then offensively, you can tell that they've played together. They're those, like I said, those little nuances, the little things that they do. I guess for that comparison, it's kind of like when Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. Or even Devontae Adams, they just do that little thing, that little look, or they do this little move that they know exactly where they'll be and where they can throw it. And, I mean, I'd say credit Kimberly for they had a slow start, but they brought it back in the first half, and Second half, they just seemed a little out of sorts, and they just never really got it back. And I think that's just a little crack in the armor that De Pere needed to really just kind of seal it.
Awfully impressive, both ends. As I said, they wear you down defensively, break you down offensively, and be a tough out, no doubt about it. You can see why they're ranked number 1.
Yeah.
A 30-26 halftime lead for De Pere ends up as a 70-42 victory, and a whole bunch of different players can just burn you. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players scoring for the Redbirds, and their guard play with Kinziger, John, and Zach. Hogan Domofsky, excellent with the basketball, and then Hornseth. What a force he is underneath. Back to the drawing board for Kimberly. They have that great win over Oshkosh North last week to build upon and see if they can make sure that they can keep pace in the Fox Valley Association race. Looking at the FVA standings right now, Kimberly 2-2 in league play. You have the Rockets undefeated at 3-0. Hortonville, a surprise start for the Polar Bear boys. 4-1 overall, 3-1 in the league. Oshkosh North 3-1. Fond du Lac as well, 3-1 in the conference. So see how it all shakes out. But again, a good measuring stick for both sides.
Yeah.
And De Pere is leaving here saying, yep, we're number 1. And Kimberly is saying we got a little bit more work to do to continue the climb. But with John Murphy and the athletes that they have, what you see in December is not what you're going to see in late February and early March.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I guess if you can call it a good loss for Kimberly, I think they can learn a lot from playing the number 1 team in the state here. So I think you're going to see a lot of improvement from them going forward, because it was a good learning experience.
Yeah, no doubt, and a fun non-conference game for us. Now let me run down the scoring, and we'll shut her down for the evening. For Kimberly, Veith with 1, Cullen with 2, Myron with 15, all coming in the first half. Stotts with 2, Mikey Wilds with 2, Myers with 2, Nathan Wilds with 9, Asman with 2, Dudek with 2, and Pendleton with 5. They remember I like Bruce Springsteen too,
They
Rosie.
do, yes.
John,
I love you here.
For the Redbirds, John Kinziger with 15, Zach Kinziger with 16, Domofsky with 5, Fisher with 2. How about Hornseth? 23 points and about 3 authoritative slam dunks with 2 hands, right?
Yeah.
Willingham's with 2, Gregory with 7. With the victory, De Pere, top-ranked Redbirds, improved to 6-0 on the season. They're back at it on Thursday, home against Sheboygan South. That's a Fox River Classic Conference matchup. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Kimberly falls to 4-3 overall, and the Papermakers have a good one, a tough one coming up on Friday night. They're home right here against rival Kaukauna in a Fox Valley Association matchup. Tip-off is set for 7:30 p.m. Of course, all of that is to be determined, I guess, right now with this supposed monster storm that's coming our way. As for us, we'll be back at it Friday night as well, we think, for a great Fox Valley Association girls matchup as number 6 Hortonville hosts number 2 Neenah. Live coverage will tip off at approximately 7:15 p.m. Looking forward to that game as well. Thanks again to our sponsors. First, Cellcom, last-minute holiday shopper. Cellcom has you covered. Finish up your gift giving and save $150 on all cameras, tablets, and smartwatches, or get a free smartwatch with a new smartphone line activation. Visit cellcom.com/holiday for more information. Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at Cooney's, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. Well, we did it.
We did.
Now we can say we've done back-to-back live streams, and we can look back on it and think, why did we try that?
I don't know. We didn't even have a lunch break or anything. We just went from one place, raced over, and did it.
That's a lot of preparation, and let's not make a habit of it, though.
No,
Okay.
I agree with that one. I say amen to that.
Yeah, but we had to do it, and we did it. So, hey, thanks to everybody who watched tonight. So for Rosie, for Ricardo, wherever he is, the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Brett Christopherson signing off from Jack Wippich Court and Kimberly High School. Once again, the final score tonight, De Pere 70, the Papermakers 42. Have a great week, or have a great night, everybody, and maybe happy holidays if we don't see you again till next year.
Yes.
So thanks for watching, everybody.